Hello to the first Steam Next Fest 2025 demo. This time Void War. It is basically FTL but in Warhammer 40k. It is set to release in the second quarter of 2025, so quite soon-ish. And yeah. Basically the settings are you have to they start with 1280 by 720 resolution. It's better in case if you initially start the game, it's a little bit grainy. Also there are no audio sliders, so I have to set the audio a little bit manually. Okay, then let's start out. New game. Okay, it already looks quite. We are an exile, Kahul, ancient translocator, innate teleport, self into target room. Once a great lord of a distant colony, now reduced to wandering banditry. The God King has fallen, the Empire is in despair, the time is nigh for you to be our instrument for salvation. You will now be familiarized with the basics of Void Warfare. I think it is during the time of the Horus Heresy. It seems like basically Warhammer 40k, as a short wrap-up, is humanity was led to the stars by a very powerful being regarding psychic and intelligence. Psychic in the sense that basically levitating stuff and basically destroying and altering things with your mind. Then basically spread out more and more. At one time, the Emperor, this very powerful being, was betrayed by Horus Lubrical, one of his kind of sons, to very oversimplified, and got very heavily injured. And because that basically plunged the Empire into a dark age. And very short. There's also the very famous Space Marines that I think everyone that kind of tangentially knows the universe is very familiar with, and so on. Okay, continue. This is your ship, yes. As the commander of the vessel, you may select any crew member of the ship, including yourself, by clicking their portrait frame. You may also select them by clicking on them directly or dragging a box around them. Okay. While the crew members are selected, you may issue commands by right-clicking any of the rooms in your ship. Move yourself to the designated room. Okay. I think that's the shield rooms, it looks like. The selected crew member will move to the destination and automatically perform any required task upon arrival. The system control interface allows you to control ship systems. Each system has an icon that corresponds to one of your ship. I hope I can... Yeah, shields. Yeah, but it looks like the icons are not one-to-one the same. We have shields. Basically the normal shields that you would imagine. Engines, they give evasion bonuses. Life support is for oxygen. And launch bay launches crude assault sleds at enemy craft. Yeah, okay, that's... I think maybe here it's a bit more important about boarding actions, since its melee is quite a bit more important than usual sci-fi universes. Yep. All of your systems are powered by the ship's reactor, which is shown here. Each represents 1 unit of reactor power. The more power a system draws from your reactor, the more effective it becomes, basically like FTL, or faster than light. You may hover over any system for more detail. By hovering, a reticle appears on your ship, showing you the location of each system. These are your ship subsystems. Subsystems are different from normal systems in that they are automatically powered and do not consume reactor power. I think doors, yes. Command throne. Okay. Manning grenades, evasion charges, subspace surf. So it's basically pilots. And sensors grant visibility into the rooms. Yeah, basically that's the cameras. To proceed, hover over each of your ship systems and subsystems. Yeah, okay. I'm curious if they also have Gala fields. This is your ship's hull strength. When this reaches zero, your ship will explode and everyone aboard it will die. A pair of Imperial Armed Forces have joined your crew. Equipment slots. I'm curious what is in their equipment slots. It look like one sword and something else, maybe personal shields, and both have the combat power of 3. They have arrived in time to assist you with the fire that has broken out on your ship. Time is precious when confronted by a hazard like fire. Thankfully, you have access to command mode. Okay, so basically pause, I think. The command mode indicators when you are in command mode, but the command mode indicator shows when you are in command mode. When in command mode, all of the action is paused, giving you time to carefully examine the situation and queue up any commands you might have. Command mode represents your ability to think on your feet. It allows you to set weapon targets, issue crew orders, allocate reactor power, and find airlocks all at the same time. The fire needs to be extinguished. Select all of the crew on your ship by dragging a box around them and then right click. Press spacebar to leave command mode. Your crew will... Do I have more hit points than my minion Imperial Enforcers, but I have the same combat power. Sending multiple crew members will let them accomplish their task faster, which helps reduce injuries they might sustain. You have successfully extinguished the fire. Fortunately, another fire has broken out on your ship. This time, instead of sending crew to extinguish the fire, use the ship's door control system to open an airlock and vent out the room. Because they changed this symbol a little bit from FTL. Basically because fire needs oxygen, so if there's no, or most fires need oxygen, or all fires need oxygen, but and since if we vent a room there's no oxygen, so no fire. There's technically fires, I think. Why is it so loud? Can I... yeah, basically I think there's also fires that can come with kind of their own oxidizer, so they technically can also burn like without external oxygen or sustain. Anyway, notice how the room will slowly turn pink as the oxygen is vented out of the room. Yeah, fully vented room will appear with the diagonal hazard stripes. Crew inside a fully vented room will lose a portion of their health every second of theirs. As they suffocate, suffocation will hurt high HP units more than low HP units. It is time to prepare for subspace translation. Subspace translation? Move the commander to the command zone. Okie. Command zone was this? No. Okay. Kind of expected it here. Notice how you automatically man the command zone when you arrive here. You will need to power your engines before you can engage the subspace drive. Left click system icon. Yeah, right click remove. Boop, boop. Notice how power has been removed from your reactor and transferred to your engines. Yeah, I noticed. If the engines powered, your subspace drives are now active. It's time to engage the drives. As you prepare to initiate subspace translation, I think transition it should be. I think in my head. Essentially enough. Then energy spike surges through your vessel, destroying your engines. Your engines are now red, showing they have been fully destroyed. You will need to repair your engines before you can engage your subspace drive. Send someone to the engine room to begin repairing your engine system. I will send them two. Yes, send both of them because that will be faster. I'm also asking myself if they will heal over time. Your engines are yeah. Notice how your engines have automatically powered themselves. Repair systems will automatically power themselves up on the last power state, provided there is enough reactor power. Now that your engines are powered, you are ready to engage your subspace drive. As the commander of the ship, you must be present aboard the ship to engage the subspace drive. You can always identify the commander of the ship by hovering over them and looking for the commander keyword. Ensure the commander is manning the command throne, then press the warp button. Then I kind of want to put him at the weapons. But it does not look like that they heal over time, so I'm curious if we can get a medic station or something like that. This is a star map. It contains all of the jump nodes in the current sector. Hovering over a node will display basic information. Very much because it's only like as the star map contains all of the jump nodes in the current sector. Hovering over a node will display basic information about that node. You can use the controls to navigate the map. You may also use your mouse wheel to scroll the map. When you're ready, press the home button to center the map on your current location. So we have an axis of influence. We have a merchant mechanic. We have a merchant ordnance expert. Missile templates. The base. Seems like they maybe expanded. I'm curious, what is the end? Is it Terra? Stargate? Stargate? Merchant. German. Piat. Okay. Then let's take the high road. Select jump now to engage your subspace drive. Yeah. Okay, that was faster than I expected, I think. Okay, so basically per jump, I guess, I will, my crew will heal. The legacy is filled with hostile threats. What are you? Renegade has. No amount of maintenance can restore this unit to its full operational capacity. Fortunately, over 80% of its organic components, 95% of its organic components are fully recyclable. Okay. The galaxy is full of hostile threats. These server husks have gone rogue and are threatening to destroy your ship. Fortunately, the ship's weapons do not have the strength to penetrate your shields. You will show them the error of their ways. The command modes, yeah. Or ship. Ship the weapon. Now that your weapon is powered, click on it again to activate it, yeah. And now if the command node space forward to resume combat. Yeah, now it will fill up and then shoot with 2 shots with hull damage 1 each. Weapon will fire automatically and stuff. What is this? Enemy shield strength. Okay. The 2 shots from your cannon cannot penetrate the enemy. 2 shield layers you will need to help to overcome the enemy. You will need some help. And your ship is equipped with a launch bay system which will allow you to conduct boarding operations against the enemy ship. Crew loaded into the system will be delivered in an assault sled. Assault sled is interesting. I thought more about as an assault pod, but the assault sled is designed to penetrate all enemy shielding before crashing into the enemy ship. And your crew to the launch bay. Love them? Let's try. Okay, I can have 2, I think. You 2. Launching an assault sled. Okay, click the load crew button and send your crew into the crew. Crew loaded into the launch bay are hidden from view inside the ship. You are shown in a counter at the top of the launch bay system. Okay. Crew loaded into the launch bay are hidden as okay. Click the launch button and target the enemy shield's room to launch the assault sled. Assault sled. This is the shield room. And I only... Okay. Come on. The crew will now attack the shield's room. Your crew has killed an enemy and damaged the enemy shield system. Notice that the enemy shield's icon has turned orange. This indicates that the system has been damaged. Alternatively, when an enemy system is destroyed, it will turn red. Your crew will instantly damage any enemy system anytime they kill a non-temporary enemy crew in the same room. This is a great way to quickly damage enemy systems. Your crew will also attack enemy systems if there are no enemies to fight in the room. Your boarding actions has degraded the enemy's defenses. Return your crew to your ship using the recall crew button. Remember, you risk any crew aboard the enemy ship if the enemy ship explodes or successfully flees. Please. Okay, and well, with the damaged shield system, the enemy can now only recharge up to 1 layer of the shields. Now your cannons will be able to punch through their shields and damage their hull. Continue firing at the enemy ship until it's destroyed. Okay. I think there was a way to auto... yeah. Auto fire on. Oh. Basically, auto fire, it will continue to shoot at the target that I already picked, so I don't have to manually reassign the attack order. And destroyed. The Corsair vessel breaks apart. You salvage some material from the remains. You can hover over any of your salvage items for more info. Pedron. Sword breaches and repairs. Bolt cannon I think would be practical, because then we have more weapons. Chance of fire. Scrap metal. To view your new equipment, click the loadouts button. Repair? No. You have acquired a repair drone, which is a piece of crew equipment. Crew equipment offers powerful bonuses that you greatly enhance the effectiveness. Interesting. Crew equipment can only be equipped in slots that match their type. Since your repair drone is a tool, it must be equipped in a tool slot. Equipped repair drone by placing it in a slot. I've also created a new starship weapon. To equip it, click a weapon in your cargo and place it on the slots. Press the loaded panel by clicking anywhere. Note that the total power capacity of your weapon system is not enough to power all of your weapons. Your weapon system's capacity of 2 power bars, while your 2 weapons require a total of 3 power bars to operate. you need to upgrade if you want to power both of your weapons. This is your upgrade panel. Yeah, very similar to FTL, but there's also 1, 2, or other subsystems. So I'm curious what they might be. This your upgrade panel. You can spend scrap here to upgrade your ship, system, subsystems, and rector. Left click system will upgrade it. Right click it will undo any unconfirmed upgrades. It is crucial to keep your systems upgraded as you journey through the void. Embedded reading. As you journey through the void. And now upgrade your weapon system. Great. So you should have enough weapon systems capacity to power off your weapons. Power them up now. If necessary, the power other systems by right-clicking them. Free up power for your weapons. We still have 1 power switch. Fine. Your weapons are now fully powered. Sun energy spike has destroyed your life support systems. This could be dangerous. I thought life support, the oxygen in your ship will gradually deplete and eventually support your crew. Also, impractical in case we have like missing oxygen, because then we do not generate new oxygen, so like the rest kind of spreads out, or the room does not get like new oxygen. Okay, I would love to have yes, return to stations. Yes, I like to have that function. Basically we can send like this to guys like wherever, and if we click return to stations, like it will remember where the people have been originally been, like the crew members. You can use the repair drone you equipped earlier to repair your life support systems remotely. The life support system has been repaired. One last thing, your translocator has been enabled. You can use it to board enemy ships, escape from a difficult situation, or simply to get around your ship faster. Right. Missions. Investigator to put self to target room, type tool, CUDA instructions, search time is concludes your training. As you set out, be on guard against the Raven Pirate, the Dread Cultists. I think the Dread Cultists are maybe from the Chaos, but I will talk about it later. And the Imperial, who have yet clings to his fallen. We are the Chaos. That's a thing that I didn't see. I think I should. I think the name is ringing a bell. I think he was also part of the Horus Heresy, to be quite honest. I think we are part of Chaos. Let none bar your path to the Vault of Souls, for only within its argent flames lie our distant salvation from this forsaken realm. When you are ready and sure you are entering the command throne, then press the warp button. Continue on with your journey. Okay. Lower. I think because I am very curious about this. He was Lucius was a sergeant of the second company of the Eagle Warriors. He died in the Zykon system. Lucius was a marshal in the Imperial Fist Legion and was part of the Retribution fleet sent by his Primarch Rogel Dorn to confront War Master Horus. When the heresy began, however, due to severe warp storms, the fleet was left stranded in a Fall system, and they were later attacked by the Iron Warriors Legion. in what became known as the Battle of Fall, when the fleet's captain Alexis Pollux later gave the order to retreat back to Terra. Lucy's strike cruiser, the Light of Inuit, was one of the lucky ships to escape from the battle. So I think he is a loyalist. Yeah. Interestingly enough, or maybe he is just or maybe he's just like a different. Okay, there are multiple. Or maybe it's just like a generic name. Basically, regarding story-wise, or I'm thinking also about Chamber of Souls, he said, I think. Of okay. I don't know. Press the wall button to continue on your journey. Okay, because it's like a little bit like in Faster Than Light, it was quite kind of simple to know your objective, because you had. Let's return to original place and then warp, and then I will continue to Nexus of Influence. I am very curious still about like let's go to the listening station. You've come across a hidden outpost of the raider clans. Through it appears to have been deserted long time ago. There is a still functioning signal relay in one of the side end chambers. The relay utilizes an ancient and powerful technology capable of broadcasting messages at ranges far greater than conventional equipment. It is said that a certain raider clan uses technology for managing their network of operatives across the galaxy. You have the opportunity to broadcast a transmission. Pledge allegiance to the raider clan. Let's try that. Your broadcast, a transmission announcing your allegiance to whatever clan this relay belongs to. You set the transmission to loop continuously and move on with your journey. Several days pass and an encrypted message arrives along with the small package. We hear you. We will put the word out. You better not mess this up. We will be watching. Hey, interesting. Okay. To continue with the basic thing. But technically we can now upgrade more stuff. So I think that would be a good idea. But one thing after another. Upgrades. I want to have more shields, to be honest. We should have enough. Then we will maybe reduce this one because it just gives like less autopilot stuff. Let's do that. Then reduce. Okay, I cannot reduce that. I cannot reduce that. I cannot reduce that. I can... But I can do that. Okay, so I have 2 shields now. Okay, basically, it seems like, okay, basically story-wise, how to continue with the story stuff. Basically the great being, which like led humanity and so on forward, was like called the Emperor, like after the Horus heresy, after he was bound to the Golden Throne. The Golden Throne is basically during the Horus heresy, the Emperor was like severely wounded, and since he's like very important for the warp travel, like this warp travel, because basically warp travel works that the ships enter a different dimension, which like instead of like taking 1 month to go from A to B, you take like 1 week because the distances are shorter in the warp, and like you basically shift into the warp, move into the warp where like your exit position would be, and then shift into normal space again. The thing with warp is there's like demons and stuff in it. Usually you protect yourself against that with Galar fields. But it seems like that there is no mention of that here. And you navigate through the warp through warp beacons, kind of. Basically the warp beacon, quote unquote, is the Emperor. Like he in symbiosis with like a navigator on the ship. Kind of with that, like the navigator on the ship like senses the Emperor, and then like closer and farther and so on, basically like a radar, or not a radar, like a radar tower, or radio navigation, knows like where it is by sensing the Emperor, like to make it very short, like the psychic energy. So if the Emperor would die, there would be no more warp travel, and the Empire would collapse even more. Yeah, I think Horus was basically one of the followers of Chaos. Like the Chaos is the demon entities in the warp. Basically there are 4 Chaos gods: Slanesh, Nurgle, Khorne, and Tzeentch. Like the yeah, to keep it short, yeah, therefore like they are basically like mirror images of like human desire. Like Khorne is violence, and Nurgle is life/death and pestilence, and so on and so on and so forth. And Slanesh is horniness. And I think, and since the Lucius guy was like talking about the Imperials kind of in a in a negative manner, I think maybe we are like the Chaos, but I didn't find anything regarding the soul room of souls or whatever the thing is, because in the original FTL game, it was basically you had like very important information. Like there was a civil war kind of going on, and you were like tasked with like bringing important information from all the way here to the Stargate. And there would be like per jump, like the rebel or like the enemy fleet will come closer and closer, so you had like an incentive to like move faster, or like not be too slow. So yeah, so like the tasks were like more easy, and then you had like a big boss fight at the end, so it was like more simple in like its story. You arrive at your destination in front of the damaged Imperial warship. It immediately targets, locks your ship, and opens fire. Okay. I think we're actually Chaos, because they don't like us. Then let's shoot. I think it is a good idea to just shoot at the shields and just see what happens. They have one shield bubble. So I think it is more or less a normal trait. Or it should be. But I think we should maybe wait till... or now, whatever. It would have been kind of smart to have the initial alpha strike more coordinated. Anyway, yeah, what did I want to say? Why is my dodging so... or they dodging so good? Okay, what did I want to say? Yeah, basically that it is a bit yeah, like the original FTL story, or like almost like a little bit more easy to understand, and I'm a little bit lost here, like who are we and what are we doing, but maybe because it's the demo. The enemy starships innards have been exposed to the void in grisly fashion. You pick it clean of useful material. Basically the void is just like a more fancy word of space, like yeah. I think maybe we now have enough to have like more energy so we can fully power the engines. Yeah, and also they seem to have changed like this, so I think I'm a little bit underwhelmed by the game, to be honest. In that regard, or by the demo, but it will be like, interesting how it will continue. Warpack. Frozen corpse collides with one of your ships. Antenna mass. Later, you discover a weapon caught in the master scaffolding. Warpack. Maybe it is. I think it's a weapon. The Warpack is one of the few weapons specifically designed to counter the threat of powered armor. Okay. Yeah, power armor is basically. Or can I maybe look? What is... it's an armor slot. Haha, okay. Power armor is basically what the Space Marines were and so on. Basically the Emperor, the very powerful being that led humanity and so on. Merchant mechanics, systems, modules, missile templates. That's... basically was... Hello. An independent trader requests communication with you. They have some items for sale. Trade, talk, tech. Let's talk. The name of the machine god, the technocult, persists in their unyielding quest for knowledge and the relentless pursuit of logic and rationality. Belief in technology supremacy knows no bounds. Okay. Have trade. Missile template, disruptor missile. Another missile and more missiles. But I don't have enough scrap, so we can repair. Do we have like fuel? I don't think we have fuel. Okay, let's repair. Okay. We didn't get any damage. Well, then I guess we just... Or why not just attack, to be honest? What do they have? Or do let's be friendly. Let's be friendly. A large formation of freighter vessels passes through the area. They jump out of there another, leaving you to ponder their destination. Okay. What did I want to say else? Yeah, basically, also, ship combat in Warhammer 40k is also quite interesting. I think the scale is here not so good, but maybe in Battlefleet Gothic Armada is very interesting to see, like the ships with they're basically space cathedrals with like very big broadsides and so on. So it's like very kind of interesting. Also, like the Imperial way of doing void war or space warfare is basically you have like the broadsides and you exchange broadsides and also teleport like boarding parties and if you have space marines over to the enemy to destroy the subsystems and so on. If you want to see how boarding action of Astartes looks like, watch the series Astartes on YouTube. It's very well made. Yeah. Yeah, swap. Let's go bottom this time. Your sensors pick up a shipping container floating in space. It likely fell off from one of the regular shipping convoys. Flying the route between the stars, you unseal it and discover some useful equipment with a thunder cannon. Shots. Damage per shot. I think would be interesting. I think we will equip it. But I'm thinking we maybe switch it out with. No, I don't want to. I want the Thunder Cannon. It's basically one, it shoots the same time as the Storm 1. And also it does more damage and more like other stuff for the same, like penetrating. Okay, yeah, but it doesn't do fire. Yeah, but it does more damage. Yeah. Yeah, what I wanted to say, yeah, the Emperor basically had, I think, 12 kind of genetically engineered people, the Primarchs, due to an accident, or cannot recollect the story so precise, to be honest. They were spread around the galaxy, and then they kind of had their own hitchhikes and adventures, and then returned to like their Space Marine chapters. The Space Marine chapters were also like kind of Emperor engineered people or enhanced people with their power armors and so on. Yeah, to be very. But then let's go top because I'm curious about the shipyard. You encounter a drifting wreck of transport vessel. Almost nothing remains beyond the outer skin upon which is scrawled the usual Corsair iconography. Move on. Cool. But at least scrap metal would be nice. An abandoned shipyard floats into view. It appears to be a safe place to rest, repair. But I have full injuries. They have full machine slave. I have a husk now. A husk, basically there is a skirmish shipyard for corpses and managed to cobble together functional. I think, do you get experience, by the way? I don't think so. Sadly. But I hope if... Can you? Okay. So at least it will enhance the shields a bit. So they recharge faster, I think. You see like with the little animations, if they do something on the console, they enhance it, and also here the green bar will indicate if it's grouped or not. Let's warp. 1, 2. Do we have... Let's jump here and then we'll see, but I think I will take the bottom one. 2 contracts, 2 months here. Merchants, mercenary broker. Yeah, let's take like this route. More interesting. And I got a raider at the jump. No, they urge you to enlist their services in order to secure a safe passage. No. We warned you, the raider ship accelerates as threatened. With this weapon, trains its weapons on you. That language. Yeah, then. What have shields? Yes, they have shields. Let's shoot both shields. While that goes on, basically there's also the Mechanicum. Mechanicus, they basically worship technology. Also part of the Imperials, but they have a bit more. They are basically like the technology branch of the Imperium, to be like very oversimplifying. They, for example, employ very much those husks. Basically, if you did like murder or something, or if you're just unlucky, you will get turned into these husks. So they will like remove most of your organs and so on, and exchange it for machinery. And then you will be a mindless husks following orders. Yeah, amid the wreckage is a handful of the cargo containers. Some contain useful materials, because it's like easier to control the husks, and also they're more expendable than normal crew. Let's jump down. You re-enter real space dangerously close to a small planetoid. The atmosphere is tense. You press onward. Okay, cool. Okay. Aryokan Corvette. It looks like a corn vessel of the chaos. Counter a damaged blood cult warship. You refuse all hails and immediately target lock your vessel. But they only have one shield. Roll. Entire planets, mothers, fathers, sons, and daughters all have vanished beneath the rippling pools of Haima that scarlet blight upon our domain. Okay, I'm very confused about it, but okay. I think they maybe teleport. Or not? What is that? I'm curious, what... Okay, maybe let's shoot at that first, because I don't want to know what that is, to be honest. It's a laser? Okay, that was quick. Very little of importance survives the explosion. You take what you can, choose one. The husk. Then we can get the husk to... Let's take him to sensors. Let's maybe save the mission. Then we continue with this ones. Let's continue the warp. Or do we have any script button that is interesting? We could. Let's maybe warp first these 2 jumps and then see that we use the scrap metal for weapons, so we can use all 3 weapons. This is the destroyed transport vessel. Here you are able to scavenge some supplies from the wreck. Okay. Let's go to Shaman. Great to talk. There's a training outpost ahead. As you make your approach, one of the agents opens a communication sign with your ship. Let's talk. The murder mist, they call it, a malevolent veil that cloaks the furry stars, causing madness and violence among Imperial crews. It is as if from... I think it should be Korn, to be honest. From himself reaches out from the depth. Okay, maybe it's the... how it's called, the warp? Not the warp storm? The Eye of the Warp. That is kind of running out. Okay, then let's trade. Do you have something interesting? Corsair, that is not so interesting. The Corsair, Necromancer, Death Cultist, Psyker, Animate Dead, Innate, Summon 2 ghouls in target room. Would be interesting. Blood Witch, Blood Cultist, Psyker, Summon Thrall, Target Room, Equipped Summon Thrall, Necromancer. Ah, okay, wait. I'm a bit confused. Can I think I can pick one. I thought because like it says crew contract status, I get like 3 at one go. Let's have that. And then I don't have any damage, so let's. Yeah. Well, we still have enough. Oh wait, is there anything interesting? Has projectile that heals allied crew target room. Has poisonous projectile target room. Has projectile that deals 10 HP damage and reduces hostile crew in target room for 26 seconds. First crew spawn friendly for all on death. I think the Noxus Blast more interesting. Can we do something with that? Can we equip it some? Okay. Ah, okay. I don't think we have. Ah, well, anyway. Then let's upgrade. Let's upgrade weapons, and then it should be enough to power this one. Yeah. So we have now 3 weapons and a lot of interesting goodies. Let's continue to the next node. You encountered an Imperial vessel. Judging by the scorch marks on its hull, it appears to have taken some damage. Before you can further assess the situation, the vessel arms its weapons and starts firing at you. How nice of them. Then let's shoot with this and this at the shields and with that at the weapons and be fine. Yeah, basically the 4 Chaos Gods, Horn or Worm, how they call it. I thought it was like KHORN or something like that. But well, Korn is basically the blood god. He is for violence. Nurgle is for life, death, disease, and so on. Slanesh is, yeah, horniness basically, and Tzeentch is of mystery and knowledge and like wisdom and so on. So basically human desires, and the Chaos Gods feed from like the real space by being worshipped. And why is the door open? And yeah, so technically like the warp could be also like full of unicorns and teddy bears and so on, but since like the reality or the spacefaring is quite a dangerous ordeal, like there's a lot of despair that the Chaos Guards bots can feast upon. I retrieve a few anti cargo containers from the remnants into scrap metal. Continue. 2 jumps and then we are at the Stargate. Okay. A damaged warcode vessel is visible in the distance. In spite of its injuries, it does not hesitate to open fire upon you. Then that's air shields. So the game is quite interesting. It seems to be in a horror heresy, but the story is not as fleshed or like not as intuitive or well explained as Faster Than Light. game mechanics seem to be a tad little bit smidge more enhanced with like the crew capabilities and so on. But yeah, I am like, it's still a demo. So like the initial thing looks definitely promising. But there's still some like a little bit more polish that would be nice. But if you like FTL, then I think it is like, depending on the price point, since it's a demo and I don't know, like I didn't see a price on it. Seems to be like, for everyone that is like interested into FTL, be an interesting pick. Approach the Stargate. Ah, okay, I didn't know that. That cold sector, Imperial Shrine Worlds, Imperial Core. I actually think we are like part of the Horus Heresy, trying to get to Terra. Terra is basically Earth, where the Imperial Throne or the Golden Throne is with the Emperor. Let's go to a Death Cult sector, I guess. A region besieged by the forces of Gorgoth. I don't know Gorgoth. Hallowed Shrine Wars of the Empire. Let's go to Congress. Interesting. Arrived at the sector besieged by the Cult of Death, once hidden within the apothecaries and medi-guilds of Imperial Society. These carved raven individuals have shed all pretense and now openly proclaim their allegiance to their death god. Let's continue. We have Merchant, Bone Shrine, and Nexus of Influence. And I think let's go through the Nexus of Influence. Deathclaw vessel drifts into sensor range. The ship shows signs of damage, but it does not seem to have diminished their belligerence. They have 2 shields. And they have 1 weapon. Does not look that challenging. And there's instant fire on the ship. Okay, what is... This is quite interesting. Where is the shields there? And then there, and then shoot the bolt cannon at the weapons, and then it should be kind of self-going. What is kind of sad, in my opinion, that the... okay, I guess it penetrates shields. What is kind of sad is that the... Again, faster than light, the crew could get level ups. That would be quite nice. The ship is torn apart, revealing the contents inside. 63 scrap and 2 ammunition. Yeah, I forgot to assign her to a room. Where do you go? I think the doors could use upgrade, I guess. I think now I have pretty much all crew stations crewed. Because it would be like quite nice that, for example, at least like these Imperial forces like collect like everyone that's human, that is not like a mindless husk, like the Blood Witch and like the captain and the 2 others. To 2 Imperial forces would get like XP and level up, so they have like more skill in their crew positions. But I guess that's wishful thinking. Let's go to the bush. Let's go to the Bone Shrine. Warden. He looks like a Korn guy. Maybe it's like the old names, like that Korm was known before. Like Korn was known before as Korm with the M. And Gorgoth was maybe developed into Nurgle. A great mass of human, or maybe it's Anyway, a great mass of human bones is visible ahead. As you move closer, you realize it's an abandoned medical outpost, so covered with human remains. As to be nearly unrecognizable, that cold worship guards the entrance. And let's shoot. I think it would be good to maybe upgrade the shields next. But I have a medibay. Interestingly enough, so that our shields are holding. I think I should wait with the bolt gun until yeah, I should wait with the bolt gun until the other twos are shooting. Out. Chaos engine. Teleport all crew in current room to random rooms on opposite ship. Let's take the munitions. Red metal. Was the enemy ship neutralized, you approach the grisly outpost and discover a shrine within. Strangely, you hear the buzzing of lights even though none are present. Push yourself to the god of death. Why not? Resolve to pledge yourself to the god of death. Further sacrifice must be made. Let's do that. Okay, the atmospheric temperature suddenly drops after natural chill. The command deck goes dark. A sickening, crushing weight seizes you. Sensors destroyed. All crews load. Okay, suddenly you hear the rasping of shredded throats that are crawling out of the walls. Okay, then let's have this one here. Let's yeah, let's do what? Let's start probing. Let's start fighting through all that malaise. Okay, you are repairing. And let's have you here and you here. You're ready to escape. Oh. Get you out of here. Okay. As the undead horde dealt with, you suddenly feel a wave of nausea. Your skin develops a sickly pallor and your eyes weep with blackened fluid. You caught a handful of your own teeth. You tear open your shirt and discover a hideous rune carved into your chest. Maggots scream in the open wound. Mana cannot rest for 3 jumps. Bone shrine activated. Interesting. And let's get back to the stations and start repairing stuff. We lost 2 heartstrings. But no. But then let's start repairing stuff. Hey, interesting. But so in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 jumps. Some of them should be alright again. Interesting. Then plus by a large and invisible decaying orbit, also post numerous small venomous shuttles start Second thought over its surface as larger transports make constant visits to the surface below. The outpost does not return any of your health despite all of the apparent activity. Let's forward to next. So we are now part of Knuckle. Civilian colony is visible ahead. Cannon fire streaks across the void, and you realize the colony is under attack. Colony. Power up your weapons and move in. A Corsair. Oh, let's look at the shields. It has 2 shields and 2 weapons. I think I should get more shields. Yeah. I just slept, I didn't use the cannon moves. Yeah, it's interesting change that they damn it. That they like before in FTL you could like make a loop in the warp, like during the warp stuff. So damn it. So that you're not as like you can choose your paths yourself better, because like technically now you have like 2 space lines, one off upon another, like the warp and then the gate. So it's kind of the same mechanic. 48 scrap and 1 munition. Unfortunately, the colony is destroyed by another Corsair vessel during the attack. Sad. Well, it was worth a try. Where to continue? Let's try. Interesting, we have enough scrap. An independent trader requests communication with you. They have some items for sale. Talk. Red routes with neighboring colonies have dwindled ever since the enigmatic Scarlet cultists began their visits. Okay, let's trade. Do you have any interesting weapons? Magnetic pulse, charging time 13, projectile speed 600, projectile time 3, speed 50, unscrew in target room for. Nah. Storm cannon number of shots 2, charge time 12, projectile. Nah. Bolt cannon. That's so interesting. It's like first repair maximum, then hardened casing. I think would be interesting, and let's get a storm cannon. Then I think we can upgrade the ship. What, another shield point? More evasion would be also nice. Let's get autopilot. I think the most cost-effective thing would be just to just upgrade the engines so we have more evasion. Cannot use the other weapons for now, but well. And let's continue warping shipyard. I'm not so interested in. Yeah, it would be maybe practical to like for repairing the 2 damage points. Anyway. Your ship tears into real space in front of an Imperial supply convoy. They appear to transporting munition to a nearby invasion fleet. Where the convoy stay hidden, Imperial citizens position this. Why not? Imperial trained crew member forges a force position order to be issued to the convoy. Convoy overseer abides by the force request and allows one of the supply vessels to replenish your stores. That's nice. Thinking about. Let's maybe start a little bit with. Okay, no. And let's not start with it. Note, they are just fighting Possessed scout. Are attacked by the demonically corrupted starship. Yeah, I think like the... What is that? Can I capture that? Ah, storage vault. Reinforced storage vault full of valuable material. Move crew here to extract its contents. Well, it looks like there is no crew on it, so let's just teleport to it and see what happens. You have received the contents of a storage vault. Cool. So, then let's do something. Oh, he has missiles. Yeah, it's not nice. Then let's start shooting. Not very nice. Ah, there's a separate room for the missiles. I didn't see that. I think the disruptor missiles that they have is only like to deactivate rooms, it seems like, so. I retrieve a few Kaku containers from the remains. Ah, now we have quite a lot of scrap. So we can upgrade. Makes bigger capacities for... Ah, nice. It fits perfectly, so we now can have 3 weapons in tandem shooting. That is very good. Quite strong. Let's see. I'm very curious how long the demo is. If the scout vessel drifts into sensor range, the ship shows signs of damage, but it does not seem to have diminished their belligerence. Yeah, but they seem kind of on fire. Yep, it's on. They don't have any interesting holes. And do some shooting. And add another barrage, and then we are done for. Oh, Gothian frigate. Blast sends ships. Contents hurling in all directions. 42 per battle. Let's continue warping. You come across the death code for ship transporting valuables. But there is another that architecturals. I think the tactic of pulverizer extra damage to nearby enemies. Okay. Interesting. But it seems like they want to have like a bigger emphasis on boarding, but our loadout is quite formidable, so it seems like that we're already kind of in a good position. The scrap metal is more interesting, the antidote is... I don't think we need the poison stuff yet. But I think we can maybe give the... What is... Give the... And the hammer then maybe. You add X because he is the one boarding stuff, so might be more interesting. Or our primary boarder is our captain, so because he can teleport, so An abandoned shipyard floats into view. It appears to be a safe place to rest. It's okay, we don't need repair. Okay. Community warning sounds as a subspace rift opens off your bow. The Death Code starship materializes, commander booming over the comms. The and father will not be denied this his tithes. Okay. Do we have? No, we don't. Maybe we can go through just for fun. Let's trap out of them. I think they maybe want to board because like they have like a lot of, but it seems like that the ghouls cannot man stations. The corpse of an unfortunate, reinvigorated by unnatural forces, whatever consciousness it had in life, has long fled. Okay. Maybe you can read a little bit through the descriptions of the crew and so on. We search through their remnants and find a few useful items. 57 script. We have our exile. He once a great lord of distant colonies, now reduced to wandering banditry. And we have the Imperial Enforcer, a keeper of order, kept in constant pain via implanted psychoflagellants. Such is the price of internal vigilance against devastations from Imperial protocol. Then Husk, a cruelly built servant made of flesh and steel. Its brainstem has been surgically altered for reliability and ease of maintenance. This unit possesses only the most rudimentary mental faculties necessary for operation. The Blood Witch, leader of the innumerable covens of the Blood Cults, selects and aids the chosen to fulfill their debt to Ariok. Okay, quite a bit of characters. But at least the characters seem to have a bit more character in a merchant or like I think they are both not really interesting. Let's talk. Are you also journeying forward? I've encountered others like you, but they never return. Yeah, we're also journeying direction of Terra. Yeah, I think like the planet, like the planet that we have been like 3 systems ago, was like in a civil war because of the Horus Heresy, like the loyalists fighting against the Chaos cultists. Sensors pick up a technocode vessel. It is pursued by an Imperial starship. Let's intercept the starship. Imperial scouts are not that you have Imperial. So not that strong. But it would have been nice that like the combat is a little bit more closer to like the Warhammer 40k thing with the broadsides and so on, because like now it kind of feels a little bit like a reskin in that aspect regarding the combat. Maybe the missiles are like more in depth. But I didn't try them out, so yeah. I maybe should have read the Imperial crewman. At many starships innards have been exposed to the void in fashion. You pick elephant, pick it clean off useful material 51 scrap. The technical ship suddenly erupts in a ball of strangely colored fire. And as the explosion subsides, there still seems to be a strange haziness around the trampling wreckage. Investigate. I think it's like chaos stuff. Yeah, intruders. You feel an increasing sense of nausea as your instruments start showing abnormal outputs. Alarms blare. Intruders are detected aboard. What are you? Fleshling. At length, the grotesque vessel bore issue to its wretched spawn. It fell with a sickening wetness upon the decking, dark ichor dripping from like the tears of forsaken God. Okay. That was quick. And we got a power axe. Let's A, get the pistol back, B, equip the power axe to the other guy. And continue. Crop cruiser, legionnaire, an infested foot soldier cloaked in pestilence, a veteran of time. And we have a death cultist, member of an ancient hermetic order dedicated to the agony of death. Their progenitors were among the first to fall from grace during the Teachio Medica. The rest is either husks. Legionnaires, okay. Encounter damaged death cut vessel, they begin powering their weapons. Yeah. One out of them. And also they don't have anything to board with, so it should be fine. Like one salvo and it. Scrap munitions. And then the approach the Stargate. Tightly guarded enclaves of the Technocult or regions battered by violent subspace rifts. I think this is like the gas clouds from FTL. Let's have a Fortune Glaive. Arrive at a hidden Technocult Fortune Glaive, tightly guarded by the Machine Priest. Fortune Glaives contain the facilities required to produce some of the most powerful technologies in the galaxy. Interesting. Maybe we will get better weapons or something like that. I think I will take the bottom path. It looks more interesting. What is that? Mercenary broker. Okay. Let's go bottom. Bottom. Possessed cruiser. You take back into real space and are greeted by a possessed vessel. It suddenly turns on you. There is nothing to loot, it seems. Yeah, hounds. Ravenous hunter that revels in bloodshed, occasionally subjects to worship by feral tribes and other short-lived bullies. And we will shoot the ship and the what is that's Demon Heart. Ah, okay. It's basically the bridge. That. It's true. I remember it's laser or something. They damaged my ship. That's not so nice. I need better shields, I guess. So then let's upgrade shield. Power field. Dual. A miniature repulsor emitter designed to protect planetary repulse. Entrusted with riot suppression. Let's have that for the I know, as it goes on the tool slot. Then let's have the and then I wanted to bridge. We have more heals. I'm thinking about, yeah, let's have more evasion. And I think down here, I think should be fine. The shrine would be interesting. You arrive in the aftermath of difficult invasion. Dilapidated space colonies for your report, ravaged by the predation of the Gotherian cults. Investigate the colony. You scan the nearest colony and pick up a few small signatures indicating the presence of storage vaults. You recover several of them. Few of the vaults contain anything of value. Purpose always nice. Let's think about. Well, let's not think about that. Let's continue moving. There's a monument to the machine god here. It bristles with arcane and ghostly data stream. Away inside. Get an active terminal. Pledge yourself to the god. Resolve to pledge yourself to the god. You access the terminal. Divine machine requires precision about which these truths governs all systems. Motion is truth, no order sustains function. Ghost reigns supreme. Order sustains function. Confirmed in terminate. Okay. 2 units malfunction. One is repaired, the other is grabbed for parts. How do you justify this? Resources must be optimized. Confirmed. A human engineer pleads for mercy as the machine god requires their dismantling. How do you react? Grant them mercy but carry out the commands. I think proceed without hesitation is the correct answer. I think for me personally, like maximizing utility, I think spare them, they can still serve. But the machine god is always right because something, so. And it only has 6 conjured logical coherence maintained. Machine shrine activated, 49 scrap metal. Your devotion has been recorded, the divine machine accepts your service. Your resource allocations have been sequenced. Machine priests and machine slave units appear more frequently in rewards and merchants. Only one shrine may be active at a time. Well, let's go to the machine. Maybe we can get like missiles because like we have 38 ammunitions. An independent trader requests communication with you. They have some items for sale. Let's talk. The blood codes seem to prevent inducting those with prediction for cunning and proceed. Yep. Let's trade. High damage, munition plus no shields. Missile template is iron damage. Template claymore missile number of shots judged just be high damage. I think this one is best missile bay current. Okay, systems. Loads and fires missiles more than a simple launcher. Bombard at husk wreck. And consumable. Okay. Okay, my mouse is a little bit not really. No? I know. Siege bombard. Bombards enemy ship with artillery consumes 3 units of munitions to deploy. More factory than cannon. The siege bombard is an ungainly but effective design that has been serviced in countless campaigns. Missile bay lots and fires missiles. More than a simple launch bay, the system uses its integrated manufacturing capabilities to save space and weight once demanded by stocking multiple missile types. Comes with 3 missile templates. I think I will grab missile bay and the missile template. Just try it out. Ah, okay, I have to. It's too big. What is the room to install the system? What's your size? Let's have maybe this one. And then one, and then interesting. Implicalis missiles. Basically a simple. Interesting. Yeah, we don't have. Let's repair maximum and go away. Or let's take the bottom path. We need also energy for that. You tear back into real space and greeted by a possessed vessel, it suddenly turns its attention. Okay, then we think the missiles. I think it's only ion missiles, so might have a good situation here. Got scrap, and maybe we can upgrade energy, so we can also. So technically we need another crew member, but yeah, maybe at the safe thingy we can. Can we? Oh, missile template. Have the name or missile. And go to airship yard. Ah no. Crew healer. Cover lifeboat. The rift is occupied. Its occupant is long dead, but you recover some medical supplies from within. But I think my damaged or injured. I think I will construct a lift because I think work on the missiles. The missile know where it is by knowing where it is, and so on and so forth. Power a bit through because it's already 1.5 hour. Subspace rift suddenly opens up of your bow. A technical vessel tumbles out of the rift, spewing flux vapor from gases in its hull. It's fired upon your vessel in a frenzy. And it's fire back in a frenzy. Interesting. It doesn't look like it. Yeah, another salvo, and then I think it's over. And yeah, we could have looked at the crew maybe, but high temperature. In this case, down the bottom and not so interesting in the high temperature. Detected an unknown object in the distance. The temperature reading is high. Okay. Approach the object and determine it to be a good warship. It is on fire. There may be survivors on board. Cult ships. There may be survivors. I am all for attacking. But I'm also curious what happens if I try to rescue one. Let's try to rescue. Okay, I will get the husk. Cool. Your crewman dashes through the flames and attempts to rescue survivors. They return with severe burns. Unfortunately, they were unable to recover a single husk. Cool. What do I do with the husk now? I guess you guard the left support system. That was not worth it. Okay. This is an Imperial invasion fleet is visible in the distance. They appear to be burning down space colonies and assist potential colonies of the Empire. Due to your carelessness, an evil taint has been allowed to spread amongst you. These cleansing flames be a lesson to us all, while Imperial citizens assist the purge. Okay. Imperial trained crew member helps modulate the comms to contact the invasion fleet. The Imperial Commodore supposes you to be a commissioned privateer and permits you to assist in the cleansing action. I get a sword slip. By the time you are able to inspect the interior of the colonies, there are smoldering husks. You recover a few objects that miraculously survived the flaring flames before moving on. RTPS, door break speed, sabotage speed. Higher frequency resonance engine built within this mall is capable of shattering undiscovered structures. Okay, but I don't think I have any characters left anymore that can carry weapons. Well, fiendish reagents. You discover a cache hidden within a comet. There are some arcane reagents within. Consumable ritual materials to summon a fiend. Type to cool down, charge temporary protect. Contents appear to be drawn within the suggestions of contorted faces suffering, passing now and again. An incessant chanting seems to accompany it, although no sounds have ever been recorded. Then let's review that. I continue warping. Let's stay bottom, maybe. You come across an abandoned munitions depot. It's suspiciously good shape, and whatever supplies that lie within may very well be a risk. Check it out. Brutus detected. Avenger extracts was instantly. Door break speed 1000. Commando, Raider, Outlaw, and Corsair. Prepare to enter the munitions depot. As you approach the entrance, the airlock suddenly disengages and the gang of lowlifes burst through the opening, pushing past you into your ship. This was a trap. You turn around and get ready to repel the warriors. Do we have any that needs to be done? Yes, I need to force here. I think it would be good here. I think to force that. And return to stations. Anything else? No. I come across a salvaging vessel and it is inoperative and any take of value has been. Okay. Well, let's go to the hop gate. You approach the Stargate. Imperial Shrine Rods, exclusion. Let's go to the Imperial Shrine Rods. So we have 1, 2, 3. think we can. I have the suspicion that the demo is like contains all of the things. It should be interesting. You enter a sector containing a cluster of Imperial shrines. The adherents of the Radiant Dogma are known for their near fanatical devotion to the God King. Do not take kindly to outsiders, Yuki. This. Let's go maybe this big bottom and the top. You arrive at the next Empire control jump. Note a few faint signatures on your long-range sensors before vanishing. Move on. Okay. We move on. Imperial Destroyer. Be interesting. Marshal. You arrive dangerously close to a white hot star. A heavily armed Imperial starship is visible in the distance, spreading toward you. The Immortal King protects me from the wicked and the damned. Okay. That's a bit extreme, but, well, there cannot be everyone with a clear mind. Let's... Or I think it's... Oh, that's not so good. I think it's a supernova. Okay. Then let's get... Or... Let's just open up the... They have like a little animation that the flame gets sucked out and so on. That's nice. Yeah, I'm thinking about boarding the Imperial ship because I think otherwise we might get problems. What do we have here? Imperial Enforcer and an Exile and the only Imperial Enforcers unite. We concede, take what we have, and leave us in space. I have quite a bit of... But yourself to an Imperial cult. You have had an odd Imperial shrine, its structure is worn, but its own presence perfect. Nice. You swear fealty and devotion to the Imperial cult. A radiant warmth floods your veins like the rays of the sun itself, igniting your faith with renewed strength. Imperial citizen units appear more frequently and reward and merchants. Only one shrine may be active at that time. So the Emperor is quite nice. There's names over here. That's the order. Do I have to... Okay. And let's go. And let's warp. Not the shrines, because like all the other ones seem to be like heretical, so I thought we were also heretics. You hear reports of a rogue Imperial commander in the system investigates this. You spend some time investigating the various planets and moons within the system. There is no sign of the rogue commander. However, you discover a hidden cache of unmarked supply containers. Ballistic shield. Type tool. Timeless defensive article. This incarnation is updated to meet the threats of today. Let's get here and continue. I think the top one is. Okay, we have. You receive a sudden transmission. You have been identified as an enemy of the Auric Throne. Prepare to die. Okay, we have Imperial recruit, an unwashed brute employed in careless toil. The stench of the sweat aboard Imperial vessels is one of the few universal constants. What else do we have? A gene soldier. Okay, what is it? Soldier. I think they are a bit like the extensive genetic manipulation has bestowed upon these warriors superior size and strength. I think they're the what's the name? Forgot the name. Anyway, oops. I should have picked targets. The Ogrins, yeah. That took a bit long to remember the name. From the Imperial Guard. They have quite a lot of... Let's... Your starship blooms over the enemy vessel, then transmission is received and recruit summons to your seminar. Okay, they have quite a bit of scrap. Thinking maybe it would be nice to like shoot more at them because like how to say because I think it would be good to have better weapons, to be honest. But well, with that, warp to merchants. And we can repair. Let's talk. Suspicious vessel opens comms. It's an independent trader. We have some items for sale. Would you like to inspect your wares? Talk. The code of Aria code contempt for the Empire. Finding it dull and feeble. They have particular disdain for the emotionalistic cult. Cool. Necromancers, blood with Imperial recruits. Yeah, not so interesting. This one is also not so interesting. Let's repair and go. I'm thinking about maybe selling that stuff. Yeah, I think. Let's continue. What is you? Centurion. Oh, interesting. Immune to fire. Genetically augmented warrior bound in durable cladding until death. Yeah, that's... I think maybe they are like the... I forgot the previous iteration of the Space Marines. Thunder Warriors? Something like that. So, yeah, maybe they are that. Let's go top. I had you into several transport vessels, docked in an Imperial Citadel, hundreds of pilgrims line docking platform. Imperial Citadel, seek blessing. Ah, we have an Imperial recruit now. And a lot of scrap. Oh yeah. You decide to disembark and mingle amongst the pilgrims. One of your crew members along stepped into the Imperial traditions, instructs you on the rights of the faithful. Few of the pilgrims are taken by a piety, some offer supplies and another offers to join your journey. You depart enriched. Where do I park him? Let's put him into the capsule and see, I guess. But yeah, now I could have given him the weapon that I previously sells. Yeah. What? An abandoned shipyard floats into view. It appears to be a safe place to rest. Scavenge munitions. There's a defunct asteroid mining outpost here. You find some abandoned supplies of them. But the asteroid field doesn't have any like special effects, so maybe in the future. Rooted Rex, immune to poison, poison DPS 2, type armor, tattered garments of the humbly faithful. As a destroyed cultist vessel here, you are able to scavenge some protective gear from the wreck. Interesting. I wanted to here you get the Rex. Or is there anything? Or I could maybe equip my main guy with it, and I think it would be more practical. But it's an interesting game. But I think there, like the demo, like does not have that much change, and like, I'm curious how the story will end. There's this destroyed merchant ship here. You are able to scavenge some munitions from the wreck. Because like it seems like they have like the official license of Warhammer 40k. I think or it is just very close to the actual Warhammer 40k license. What I see, ironically enough, that on Steam, I don't think it has like the actual tag of Warhammer 40k. Is made by Tundra. Is Tundra also the maker of FTL? Doesn't show me in this little window. Damn it. So maybe I'm a little bit underwhelmed. Let's continue. Because it seems to be like very leaning on Warhammer 40k, but if it does not have like the official license, then it's would be sad. But I think maybe, or I hope that there's no like IP license problems. As you approach the Stargate, fracture splits the horizon of reality, unraveling the threads of your existence. Beyond the tire, a cold, unyielding darkness churns, alive with whispers that no mortal should hear. Your path spirals deeper into the abyss. It's not the end, it's only the beginning of their gaze. Okay. Victory score 2013. Crew of the Triumph of Heaven continues into the dark shroud of eternity. Okay. Then I guess thanks for playing the Void 4 demo. If you enjoyed the experience, please consider wishlisting on Steam by clicking the Steam logo below. And merge with Eternity. Scrap acquired. Max sector reached. 4 encounter nodes visited. 51 hazardous nodes visited. Zeros, enemy ships destroyed 18, enemy ships destroyed 0. Runners accept 3, difficulty modifier normal, score. Okay. Then surrender refusal 1, enemy fled from player 0, player fled from enemy 0, script spent. Yeah. I think overall, it's an interesting game for everyone that likes FTL. I think it has like some. We can look into the hunger. It has interesting like tidbits that are improvements on the FTL formula. But there is not so like it's a little bit not so clear why we are like going to this like Chamber of Souls, I think it was called. B is just like very heavily leaning on Warhammer 40k, which is like quite interesting, like to have like a different setting for like the FTL game formula. But it's also like very close to it with like the changes and improvements that it does is not so, how to say, extreme. Maybe it will be like different in the full version, that there will be other things similar to like FTL, that you have like a lot of ships to unlock and so on. But currently I think like if the demo is basically just like the remaining like 2 or 3 systems, and then at the end the boss battle and so on, that hooray, then I think if you don't have an FTL, you should like buy that one first, because like it is like you can have it for $10 and it's often reduced. Like currently it's reduced to 70%. So at like around €3. I think it would be more practical to like buy like FTL than buy Void War. But if you already have FTL and want something different, then I think it would be recommended to, or is a viable option to buy Void War when it is released. Like from the impressions that I have on the demo, from the demo. But the demo in itself, it is already quite something, and worth playing if you're an FTL friend on during the Steam next fest. Let's look at the hunger. Is there something interesting? Not really. Okay, so it is purchasing with resonance. So there is okay, so it definitely will be that there is available in the demo. It looks like this one looks like a Tau ship. This one looks like a, I don't know, Eldar question? I'm not sure. This one looks orcish. But like it seems to be like a little bit asymmetrical. This one looks very much like the Tyranids. Yeah, this one is Imperials. Yeah. So we have Fierce Fire Resist, Imperial Acolyte, promising Adept of the Imperial Faith, Boss Shield, an area against the hostile projectile. Imperial Magistrate, Fire Resistance 90%, Imperial Citizen Psyker, Rejuvenate, cast a healing projectile. Emissary of the Auric Throne, sent to assure the faithful and protect Wayward. You have an energy lance with 1 shot. That's 1 damage. Ignores shields. That's good. And a recruiter with 3 shots and 1 damage per shot and fire. Okay. List. Unknown vessel. This one I don't know and I didn't see. This one. Yeah, it's definitely quite interesting. And with that, I think that has been Void War in the Steam Next Fest demo of 2025. Quite interesting game. We can also we can also have the witch with mind bolts, cast a projectile that deals, and we can also have different okay, first Whisper of the Dark Gods, suppose sorcery, transition full engine. Okay. And we can also change the okay. Didn't know that. I think we can also, can we change the name of we can also change the names of okay, yeah, that would have been because it only like I only press new game and change the name of the ship, because I only press like new game, so I didn't have the chance to go on Hunger and so on. So yeah, but with that, I want to go to main menu. That has been Void War during the Steam Strategy Fest demo of 2025. Quite an interesting game for everyone that likes FTL. worth to try out during this not strategy fest, next fest. And yeah, it would be interesting to see the price point. If it's around the same price point as FTL, then I think it is maybe like see what is more reduced. I think FTL is more often on the discount, so, and also it seems to be also a bit more regarding story wise to be a bit better fleshed out. But if you like the Warhammer 40k universe more, or close resemblance to it, then I think Void War would be more interesting. Yeah, it like depends a little bit what game mechanics you like more and what like what kind of sci-fi. Yeah, if they flesh out the game more till they release it, then I think it might be also a very worthy successor to FTL. So it will be interesting to see what it is when it is released. And with that, if you want a more short form, more long form content like this, subscribe to my secondary channel, Plumber von War. And if you like more short, concise videos, more like overview type videos, then look at my main channel, Plum with Fun. And with that, plum out. I mean, plum out.